Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Have you ever felt like you're constantly trying to meet someone's expectations, but they keep changing? Here are the 10 types of emotional manipulation tactics that we should be careful about. Emotional manipulation, a subtle yet powerful force, can deeply influence personal relationships and one's sense of self-worth. It involves tactics designed to control, dominate, or influence others through emotional means. Understanding and recognizing these methods is crucial for maintaining healthy interactions and protecting one's mental well-being. Today, we will explore how these manipulations manifest in various forms. Stay tuned as we uncover 10 common manipulation tactics that could be affecting your life. First up, we have moving goalposts. Imagine constantly chasing a finish line that keeps moving further away, no matter how fast you run. This manipulation tactic involves someone continually shifting the criteria for satisfaction in a relationship. For example, if a person always finds something lacking in their partner's efforts, regardless of how much they do, today it might be that the dinner wasn't fancy enough, tomorrow it could be that the house isn't tidy enough. It's a never-ending cycle that leaves one feeling perpetually inadequate and exhaustingly striving to meet ever-changing, unattainable standards. This tactic can deeply impact someone's self-esteem and create a relentless feeling of chasing approval that seems always just out of reach. Recognize this pattern. It might be time to address the shifting expectations. Next, let's talk about generalization. When broad, sweeping terms are used, they often serve to unfairly box someone into a particular stereotype, which can severely impact their self-esteem. For instance, consider a scenario where a boss frequently labels an employee as always late. Even if this employee has only slipped up a couple of times, the tag sticks. This not only affects how others perceive them, but deeply influences how they view themselves. Such labels can be like a brush that paints all actions with the same color, ignoring the nuances of individual situations. This simplification can lead people to believe they are nothing more than the negative labels ascribed to them. Generalizations can distort reality and damage relationships. Ever noticed how some conversations never seem to finish? That's often not by accident but by design, especially in the realm of emotional manipulation. One common tactic is changing the subject. This occurs when someone consistently shifts the conversation away from uncomfortable topics or direct accountability. Imagine you're discussing why your feelings were hurt, and suddenly, the other person starts talking about something entirely unrelated, like the weather or their day at work. It's frustrating, isn't it? This maneuver is a classic avoidance strategy, enabling the manipulator to dodge issues that might put them in a difficult position. By redirecting the focus, they avoid confrontation and responsibility, leaving important issues unresolved. Evasion can be a subtle but strong manipulation tool. Gaslighting, a term you might have heard often. This manipulative tactic involves making someone question their own reality, memory, or perceptions. Imagine this. You clearly remember attending a friend's wedding last summer, but your partner insists adamantly that it never happened. This denial isn't just about forgetting an event, it's a deliberate attempt to make you doubt your own experiences. Gaslighting can be subtle, like the dismissal of feelings with phrases like, "You're just being sensitive," or "You're overreacting." Over time, this persistent doubt can erode confidence and make one feel isolated and unsure of their own mind. The impact? It can leave individuals feeling helpless and mentally exhausted. Trust your memories, don't let them be rewritten. Moving on to passive aggression. This form of emotional manipulation is especially sneaky because it's all about what isn't said. Imagine a scenario where a roommate is upset. Instead of coming out and discussing the issue, they choose to sulk around the house, giving the silent treatment. Their dishes pile up unspoken as a quiet protest. This method of expressing negative feelings indirectly can create a confusing atmosphere, where the air is thick with unaddressed grievances. It turns simple misunderstandings into enduring conflicts because nothing is openly addressed. The other person is left guessing what they might have done wrong and how to fix it, often without any clear answers. Silence can speak volumes in the wrong way. What happens when truth becomes flexible? In the realm of emotional manipulation, lying and denial are particularly insidious tools. Imagine this scenario. A friend swears they never said anything hurtful, yet several others have distinctly heard those words. This isn't just a simple forgetfulness, it's a calculated attempt to reshape reality. Manipulators often use denial as a shield. By denying their actions or words, they avoid accountability and place the burden of proof on the accuser. This tactic can cause significant emotional turmoil, leading the victim to question their own memory or sanity. Remember, when someone consistently denies clear facts or their own previous statements, it's not just a misunderstanding, it's a strategy. Denial is a red flag in any form of relationship. Some manipulators play a dangerous game. Imagine a scenario where one person in a relationship frequently zeroes in on the other's vulnerabilities. They might comment on their partner's weight, critique their style, or even dismiss their achievements. This isn't just offhand criticism, it's a calculated attempt to erode self-esteem. Why do they do it? By magnifying insecurities, a manipulator can gain a sort of control, making their partner dependent on their approval and validation. This imbalance creates an unhealthy dynamic where the targeted individual may strive harder to please the manipulator, often at the cost of their own mental well-being. True connections should foster security and growth. Building up, not breaking down, is the essence of true relationships. Silence isn't always golden. In the complex dance of relationships, ignoring a partner can become a subtle but corrosive form of emotional manipulation. Imagine this. After a disagreement, one person decides to shut down communication, giving their partner the proverbial cold shoulder. This silence is not about cooling off or taking a moment to gather thoughts. It's about control and punishment. When someone is systematically ignored, it sends a clear message. Your feelings or opinions are neither valid nor valuable. This tactic can deeply undermine the self-esteem of the person on the receiving end, creating a pervasive sense of loneliness and disconnection within the relationship. Remember, while it's healthy to take space to reflect, using silence as a weapon can only cause harm. Communication is key, silence is not. And ever felt outnumbered in a personal battle? Conspiring is a subtle yet potent form of emotional manipulation that often goes unnoticed until the damage is done. Imagine a scenario where a group of co-workers whisper together, exchanging glances whenever you walk by. Slowly, rumors start circulating, painting a negative image about you, all designed to sway opinions and isolate you from the group. The mechanics of conspiring involve a blend of secrecy and the strategic spreading of information. By forming alliances, individuals create a power dynamic that leverages group strength against a single target, often leaving them feeling helpless and alone. This tactic isn't just confined to workplaces. It can occur within any social circle or community. Lastly, evoking fear. Fear, often considered a primal emotion, can be manipulated to control someone's actions and decisions. Imagine a scenario where a parent warns their child of abandonment if they fail to follow excessively strict rules. This tactic instills a deep-seated fear of loss and rejection, compelling the child to comply, not out of understanding or agreement, but out of sheer terror of being left alone. Such methods are not just confined to familial relationships. In various social and professional interactions, fear can be wielded as a tool to ensure obedience, stifle dissent, and maintain an imbalance of power. It's a strategy that preys on the most vulnerable aspect of human psychology, our innate fear of loss and isolation. Manipulation through fear is a sign of toxic control. We've explored 10 manipulative behaviors to watch out for. Each tactic, from moving goalposts to evoking fear, serves as a reminder of the subtle yet profound ways manipulation can seep into relationships. Recognizing these signs is crucial in protecting oneself and fostering a healthier interaction. It's important to strive for relationships grounded in openness and honesty, where communication is clear and intentions are transparent. Awareness is your first defense. Thank you for watching, and take care of your emotional health. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.